big target here. So that's probably going to be a ban. Don't think Gilius would be confident bringing that one into the playing field here.
Everybody coming against SK Gaming has one thing clearly in their mind. Freddy, we're banning you out. Nidalee and Aatrox once again. Will we see another Maokai ban maybe against them? Because Freddy has just been forced onto this Mundo every game.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's worked for everybody else. So every consecutive team that plays them is just going to keep using it until they actually see a different result here.
And Freddy, you know, he's come such a long way. If you think back to spring last year with Gensel Authority, it wasn't that impressive at all, but he's really made his mark in SK Gaming. And again, 3 bans targeted at Freddy, which means that, you know, the likelihood of a possible Mundo coming out for him again is real. We see Zed banned away there as the final ban.
Interesting choice here for Royal Club because they have very high priority on both Ryze and Zilean for their team. Zilean, just because of the way they like to play with their top lane threat, as they mentioned on the Analyst X, plus their jungle and their bottom lane and their mid. It kind of enables everybody to go very aggressive. But the other one is Ryze for that top lane. And there we go. He already switches over to it. It's not going to be the Jax or Aurelia that he also likes, but Ryze definitely a very big flex pick for these guys. It still could go mid, and they have the option of pulling out that Aurelia still.
Were SK Gaming baited into that one? They instantly lock in that Zilean and say, no, we're having it.
Yes, I don't think it is a bait because, I mean, the mousing over it, Royal Club definitely do have a high priority on that champion, but they're happy giving that up this time for Ryze.
Well, you say that, but Jesus has not played Zilean this season.
Nor is Enrated if you're looking.
No, it's a takeaway. I mean, it's a high priority for Royal Club.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's taken away, but who's going to play it? Is it going to be Enrated? Is it going to be Jesus? The Kha'Zix, of course, was locked in. It's something we saw Gilius on previously with Unicorns of Love as well. Ooh.
Nah, he did this yesterday. He did it yesterday as well. He's just playing.
Sadly for us, as we are going to see that Janna coming out. What is Insect going to go for? Lee Sin is the obvious choice here, and it will be locked in. Janna also been picked up by Zero for that bottom lane.
Obviously, the roar goes up from the crowd. Everybody loves to see Insect on Lee Sin. However, he's playing this into a Zilean, and if you try and pull one of his classic moves in that late game, you kick somebody in, that guy's going to have a Zilean ult on. They're going to get that Zilean ult down. The problem is, can you extract that guy when he gets back up?
Well, we'll see how it works out. Of course, the Janna, once again, for Zero this time around, starting to become very popular at Worlds here. You can see 75% win rate. 4 games already picked out. Yep. What will SK go with? Is it going to be the Twitch? It's all about positioning. Has Candy Panda got it in him to play so well against such an aggressive Starhorn Royal Club team? That answers a few questions, though. Zilean is support, and it will be Syndra in the middle for Jesus.
So SK may actually be looking for a lane swap, even though they're working with a substitute jungler. Lane swap's really hard to pull off with substitutes on your team. Everybody does have to be coordinated and down with the times. Everybody has to be on that same page. But, you know, with them going up against Uzi as their opponents in the lane, and with them having Twitch, lane swap's looking like a real possibility here for SK early on.
Yeah, I don't know about Syndra for Jesus. He's played it once all season.
Trouble.
Could be dangerous. We are going to be seeing Yasuo locked in here.
How did we get through the ban phase without talking about the most bans against them, always focused against Corn with his Fizz and his Yasuo? 24 bans against the Yasuo and 20 on Fizz. Both of them get through. He gets his pick of the litter, saves it till the end, and we do get to see Corn on the famous Yasuo.
This is actually possible. This could be the first showing of Gnar, but looking by the cheeky grin on Chris's face, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, you say that. Gnar is actually a champion you can use to split push effectively. Freddy does love that style of play. And Gnar also does bring a lot of team fight crowd control. He can lock you down when he gets the ultimate. Okay, never mind. We'll stop talking about it.
Being the lip reading master that I am, Freddy was saying, I can't play it. I can't play it. I can't play it. Which is obviously an issue when it comes to, you know, the World Championship and just taking picks that you can't play.
Nobody can really play it right now, let's face it.
There's a whole list of people. I was talking to a whole bunch of top laners back in North America that are saying, yeah, they really thought it was going to make an appearance here at Worlds. Somebody was going to bring it out as a surprise. But as you said, you know, in the boot camps, people were trying to refine strategies. They weren't trying to learn new champions that they could bring out. And Gnar is definitely something that takes a long time to actually learn how to play well and learn to play with your team because of the unstable nature of the champion. All right, we can get off that now, though, because they're not going to use it.
So let's look at the team comps. What do we got going for us here? Because the Yasuo has snuck through. Surprise! I mean, as you mentioned, 24 bans against Starholm Royal Club throughout the summer and the playoffs. And how did he not get focused by SK?
In the research that all teams are going to do against Royal Club, the two things pop out to you in ban phase are Corn and Insect. So you ban out the Rengar, oftentimes the Lee Sin, and the two for Corn are the Fizz and the Yasuo. That's 4 bans, so everybody always has to sort of pick and choose between those. But because they opted for, you know, the Alistar they didn't want to give away, and then the Zed coming out here for SK, they had to give them all up. And it's going to be very scary for them because these are comfort picks for Starholm Royal Club. And them on comfortable champions when you're the ones with a substitute on your team makes for a pretty awkward situation.
Well, we are going to be getting into game then for this one. It is, of course, Starholm Royal Club versus SK Gaming. And as ever, you can also tweet to us at LOL Esports with SHRWin or SKWin using those hashtags. We'll figure out how that vote goes a little bit later on, but for now, into an important game specifically for SK. Already 0 for 2, and they've got a formidable opponent here with, honestly, some pretty formidable comfort picks as well.
Yeah, I mean, Insect known for the champion, and as we already went over, Corn very big for Anya. So maybe it signals a little bit of lack of preparation from SK, or maybe they have perfect things to deal with it. Now, the lane swap definitely even looked like more of a possibility here. N-Rated gone with a Doran's Ring for his Zilean to start it out. And if they're looking for lane swap, they might want to do an early invade to get some wards down.
Oh, flash in the cleaver misses. Uzi's gonna come around the side.
You don't want to go there.
Blocking out. That was really nice from Uzi, blocking the cleaver, knowing that he's got his jump available to get away.
The thing is, that does hinder their lane. Last time we saw this from Uzi, they, of course, like to get the early shove with the Tristana lane, leveling explosive shot. Now he's got his rocket jump. It will be a bit harder to shove. That all being said, though, if the lane swap does play out, doesn't even matter.
Well, so,
Uzi. Ring around the rosy.
Where you going, Gilius? Now he's clear. Uzi's like, I don't fancy it. But level 1 rocket jump. That's forced him into that one. But while that's all happening, Cola and Insect are just like, nah, we got it. We're going to take your red.
Yeah, they're pretty much expecting the move here from SK. The SK got some very deep wards in the jungle there to try and see where they'll shake out. Sneaky red steal, though. It does go unnoticed. SK didn't have defensive wards on this side, so Insect does get to start out at his opponent's red without giving away any intel. When Cola gets there, though, they'll see he's coming from that red side and at a delayed time, so Gilius can infer starting location.
Yeah, so keep our eye, see where he goes. Straight to red. Oh, but Insect. Nope, it's going to go blue. It's going to be a standard start. Boom.
Yeah, bit of a swap over there. Gilius moving in. Will be spotted though by that ward, so they know that Gilius is in there.
Oh, there it is.
Going for it.
Yeah, they could shove out their lanes too. Let's see if how early they call this collapse. There's the ping. They're saying go now.
Gilius will spot him. Sonic Wave catches. Only on the red buff. That's going to delay him. Now Corn's going to be the focus target. Gilius fancies that one. Didn't get the help from Jesus that he required. And that does mean he's going to be starting a buff down, as Insect will be starting with 3 buffs.
It costs their mid laner a little bit of experience, though. And a decent chunk of life as well. Let's see what Gilius does. Now that he's got no extra buff to go after, maybe he goes for an earlier gank. He does have a blue buff, though, and that's the most important buff for him early so that he can clear easily through the jungle.
See what he goes for in this one. Certainly was more impressive in that last game. Then Rated going to take a lot of damage. Uzi dives in for that one. The Ignite down from Zero, but they're not able to pick up a kill. Meanwhile, Candy Panda putting a lot of damage back. He flashed in for it, but wasn't able to get those last hits down.
Does draw the heal from Uzi, but that is going to be a summonerless support Janna. A little bit more vulnerable.
Let's check into that one. Rune Prison coming down. I don't think the damage is there, but Freddy might be in trouble and will be forced to recall with that one.
Very aggressive start from both sides. Zero low on hit points and Rated low on hit points, but does have Ignite still. Of course, did start out with that Doran's Ring, so those bombs going to be doing more than your average support start, that's for sure. Teleport used by Freddy. He returns back to the top lane. Serious trading going on between the two junglers at the moment. You can see, of course, both taking the rates. We'll see whether they collapse on that mid lane. Bomb again on Uzi. Very low.
Look at this gank here from Gilius, though. He's got perfect moves, perfect positioning here on Uzi's lane. And they are summonerless. Remember, they burned Zero's flash in the level 1.
Oh, this is bad news. He's going to try and get in there. Howling Gale will knock him up. He's going for Zero, gets the kill. Kohler has TP'd down, but he's not got the damage. He can't finish up. Meanwhile, Gillian's going for Uzi. He's going to go too deep. There is the jump from Insect in, and Korn joins in. It was actually Uzi that got the kill. Overextension there from Gilius.
Well, it was completely worth it. Gilius gets first blood money, plus he draws away all the solo laners. SK solo laners have 2 free lanes now, plus the teleport is going to be down for Cola to get back to that lane. Gilius just relieved a lot of pressure there.
But I would argue, after getting that first blood, he could have escaped. He could have just ran straight to his turret. Well, he would have still drawn everyone towards him.
Ryze was in his way. Ryze teleported in between him and his own turret.
But one person, is he going to stop him? He's only going to use that Rune Prism for a couple of seconds, then he can get away. Not sure on that one.
Well, one thing that we are at least sure on is that Uzi has now a pickaxe coming back into this lane. We'll see how that all works out for him. We can see that Enrated actually picking up that Mana Crystal as Insect is going to come down bottom. Enrated needs to be very, very careful here.
He's on his own.
He does not have good ward coverage either.
Or a flash.
They're completely blind.
Well, they're waiting this one out, so Candy Panda is actually going to get back in there. That wave going to be naturally pushing thanks to the explosive shot, but they're going to come out from this one. Howling Gale, oh, nice speed up there from Enrated. Gets Candy Panda away from that tornado coming flying in behind him.
And look at this choice from Candy Panda as well. He's gone for a very early lifesteal here, going Vamp Scepter to sustain through these constant trades. Zero and Uzi always trading in this lane. So he's going for the early sustain to try and sit through this one, because Zillion as your support won't be able to help you.
You know, all of this trading back and forth, all this movement from Starhorn Royal Club has actually bought Jesus some time in that mid lane. And if you think about, obviously, when he played Bjergsen on Yasuo, it did not go well for him, so he's got himself a little bit of a reprieve so far. They're both hit level 6, and we'll see whether he manages to hang on a little longer against Korn, because this is a matchup that has not gone well for him in the past either. At the moment, though, kept up in farm.
See if he can keep going on that front. Actually going for the Chalice first of all.
Insect's got the timer for this red, remember.
Gilius is actually pretty low here. Well, Insect having the timer, but I think realizing that he was probably there, decides not to push through.
And there's another trade down bottom, but there's another small little thing. Insect placed his pink ward in the back of that red bush before he actually walked into it. So he didn't know there was an SK pink ward there. And since that was already available before he placed that ward, SK now know where Insect already placed his pink ward. So it's not going to provide a whole lot of value for him. They can work around that information.
So, whoa, Candy Panda going down, he's got him! Uzi straight up taking him down, and Enrated now in trouble. One more hit should do it. Uzi gonna go down in the process. No, the shield! Oh, he saves him, and that's a double for Uzi.
Questionable aggression there from Candy Panda, going pretty deep onto Uzi. Maybe he got heal baited there, thought it was still down.
Yeah, completely mistimed it. 3 kills on Uzi now, on a Tristana.
Yeah.
Big problems for SK Gaming.
This is getting out of hand quick. That is not only a BF sword, that's BF sword plus pickaxe here for Uzi very early on.
Bad news for this bottom lane. And, you know, I said it in that last game where they face check, gave up first blood, struggled in the lane as well after that. But this should be the rock for SK Gaming in this scenario where they've got that substitute coming in. Insec. Well,
Okay.
he got the kick, he dashed to the ward. Sadly for him, he kicked Jesus away.
Not quite the insect kick maneuver that we're used to, that's for sure. So Korn.
That's version 2, D-Man.
Next level.
This is...
Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky. SK going for this one. They know that Insect's kick is down. Korn's ultimate is, of course, available. They've got 3 members collapsing in on this blue buff. They got their own secured a moment ago. This might have to be a smite fight, and you can see Gilius takes it.
Blue buff steals are a pretty high percentage when you do have Syndra on your team too. They did a good job timing that one with the base of Cola. So they take a small window and they get the objective just in time. Good shot calling there from SK.
Bottom lane again, pressured 72 to 60 CS here. Favor of Uzi. It's those 3 kills that are the real problem for SK Gaming. You can see the damage that comes out of Uzi with that BF sword and pickaxe combo that he's got in there. Look in other areas though. Freddy doing an exceptional job in terms of farm, 87 to 61 CS, but Cola, you know, only going to be getting stronger tier and Catalyst in there at the moment. Meanwhile, Insect is having to move down. He's at Golems right now. Could end up coming in towards this bottom lane if they want to push out this turret. We'll have to have a see.
Yeah, there's an important ward here in that side lane bush from the SK bottom lane. That will see a lane gank here if SK goes, but it does have 2 hits off of it. So Royal Club know there's a ward here, and they will alert Insect to try and work around it.
Ooh.
Or just recall.
Freddy timing it right, or is he? That's the question. Turning it around. Korn getting jumped on. That wind wall doing itself a favor and stopping him was crucial. That could have been the mid lane going down, but Starhorn Royal Club, they're trying to take advantage of this. They're going for Dragon. Gilius is going to find Zero here. The rest of Starhorn do claps on towards him. Gilius sidesteps there from the Sonic Wave, but he gets kicked in. And there's the ultimate from Korn. He held his nerve, and that will be Dragon for Royal Club.
There's that classic Lee Sin Yasuo combo. And you got to see there how it's such a big advantage when your bottom lane is constantly pushing up. They instantly collapse on the fight mid and roam up there. Candy Band is caught. Ooh, pink ward. He flashed before the pink ward went down there even.
And we saw the mastery of Yasuo from Korn as well, the dash behind the wind walls and stop that extra little bit of damage right at the end that possibly could have finished him off in that mid lane. Either way, it's Royal Club here taking the first Dragon of the match and sitting at a 2,500 gold lead. This top lane, Freddy, as I said before, got a solid CS lead. We saw the trade back and forth, which for Freddy, it's not really that big of a problem because, as you can see, his ultimate regenerating him right back up.
Yeah, Freddy's doing, once again, a magnificent job on this Mundo, farming extremely well. But we can't talk enough about the bottom lane of Royal Club. Whoa, Gilius jumping over the wall for this one. It looked kind of cool, but just a couple of slows, not enough.
Well, he did evolve his wings at level 6.
There you go.
That's one thing, you know, if we'd have seen maybe that from the last matchup, it could have been so much different, but no. Still 4-1 in favor of Starhorn Royal Club. Big advantage in this bottom lane for Uzi.
Right, this is the second. Oh, gank towards mid. Can he get the knockup?
Oh,
Easy.
yes, he can.
Yeah.
Jez is going down here. Sonic Wave lands. Thank you very much. I'm going to steal that one for you. Kill secured.
Oh, bottom lane as well. Uzi trying to get a bomb on his head, but may have done enough. End rate super low. Uzi actually had flash and heal. Zero had a flash as well as an ignite there, so possibly could have finished off. Maybe Insect will come around in time for this one. There is a ward in that tri-bush. There he's going to show himself. Candy Panda instantly hits the stealth. Can he land the Q? Oh, Candy Panda almost walked into that one.
Juked himself. Almost. That could be the turret. Starhorn Royal Club will take their first one of the game here.
Jungle invade continues though.
Oh, and he finds Gilius there, and this is going to be a close trade. Gilius, thankful that he evolved his wings so he can leap away to safety, and that is going to be the blue steel, or is it? because Gilius N-Rated and Candy Panda coming back around. Insect not quite close enough to get the steal. He will land the Sonic Wave and gets the steal secure.
Insect doing the right thing, playing off the bottom side of the map where they're strong. Second game in a row, we see this bottom lane. Woo! Okay.
They found N-Rated in there for that one. Insect lands his Q. His ultimate is on himself there, N-Rated, so won't actually go down from that one. Insect almost being bombed to death in the end. SK trying to use the position in there to get this middle turret, and they will get it. That's the first one of the game for them.
That's a first of many. They're the first to take the tower down, and Star Royal Club could have taken the objective earlier on. Candy Panda taking low. The Ignite is running. The slowdown on Uzi puts a couple more hits in him. Freddy now tower diving on here. He's going to get baited out. Oh, he's in trouble. He gets Cola, but it's the return kill. And that was double flash between them. Not sure it was worth it. It does, of course, wipe away the wave from Cola. So overall, bonus for him.
Yeah, definitely a good move there. He's able to kill, whenever you're able to kill him under turret, they do lose out on way more experience. Freddy, though, he's really the shining light for SK. He is the one who's got the lead for them. That's where they should try and take control of this game. Maybe some more jungle attention. They can get down that turret, get some extra global gold. Here we go. Let's see. It's just going to be briefcase after briefcase, and then the ring around the Rosie. Good flash on that one, but Freddy's right back on top of you.
I'm not sure when SK Gaming were coming into this tournament whether Freddy envisioned playing Mundo for the first 3 matches back to back, but he's still doing a good job in terms of farm in that top lane. Has himself an advantage building. We saw how much of a monster he can be against the Type A Assassins on that champion. We'll see whether the rest of his team can keep up. So far, it is Starhorn Royal Club with the advantage in kills, but still it's a tower to SK.
Gilius actually on the bottom side of the map once again here. Trying to stop out this Corn Wraith.
Oh, knock up there.
That's a level 12 as the 9.
Yeah, no follow-up from that, but could have done some good damage. Gilius was barely close. Here we see Insect coming in once again, up to the one. TP's coming down as well. The Q from Insect hitting the minion there, and Gilius can thank his lucky stars because of that teleport from Cola. There was a lot of people around there with a good amount of damage. They might try and put down the damage onto the tower. Good wave clear from Jesus, though. That means force them off.
That was a bit forced there. I mean, that was probably an instance where they ping and say, go, and it doesn't work out. They lose a whole bunch of minions up top. Teleport's going to be down. There's nothing they can shove. The dragon's not up. They can't even prep for this one. So definitely a little bit of a misstep there. Royal Club trying to force something mid. Insect was standing on that ward, so the whole plan sort of turned around on them.
Yeah, and all they did is they took Jez's flash. Maybe we'll see whether it gets turned into a big advantage, but SK Gaming will be happy to keep that pressure on in the top lane, because Coda's starting to struggle in this one, but this bottom lane, this is becoming a serious problem right now. Infinity Edge already picked up by Uzi, and they're continuing to push it.
Almost 50 CS is a lead that Uzi's got there, and you know, you look at Royal Club and you say that Uzi, one of the biggest, he's not the biggest playmaker on the team, and Raiden is going to get his ultimate pops here. They need to jump away. Candy Panda starts to move in. Gilius is there as well. They get the slow up to 0. I'm not sure they've got the damage here.
He's going to come off.
TP is going to be coming into that one. Freddy is behind them. Zero surely will go down from this one, although he's got him low. Gilius does get the kill, but will fall himself as well.
But it's not over yet, because Freddy's round the side here, and he splits off. There's 3 members of Royal Club coming around him. Insect chases him down, puts down the briefcase. Is he going to be able to walk past him? No, knocks into the ultimate. Has he got the heal regen to try and get out of this one? The rest of his team coming around the side. Caught, locked up, and taken down by Jesus. SK Gaming come out on top once again, just in time for Dragon.
Perfect timing for SK. Royal Club committing everything onto Freddy, the juicy tank, the Fed member on the team, the one with all of the power for SK. Freddy takes the hits, he gets them the objective.
So where does that leave us then? Just, well, it's less than 2,000 gold at this point. We know SK Gaming stronger as the game goes on as a team generally, and the fact is here that Royal Club, we heard it in that last video as we see that fight once again, that their problem lies in communication, and look at it, it was a messy turn of events from Royal Club.
Well, as we watch this unfold, this is like this is everybody starting to collapse here through the jungle, but they don't leave wards behind them. Royal Club doesn't leave any blue wards here through the jungle. So this is why they spend everything on Freddy. They think they've got him outnumbered. They're like, okay, this is great. 3 versus 1. We can surround this guy, we can burn everything, but all of the members of SK are still coming down. And when they finally get there, it's a beautiful stun from Jez's, and they can easily pick up the kill on the Corn.
Uh-oh, he's dead.
Yep.
Whoa. Well done.
Yeah, not much to talk about from that one. 3-on-1, you land everything, he's going to go down. Jez is caught out of position. Look at this, Uzi and Cola coming in. Freddy this time will get knocked up. Has he got enough health? Has he got enough regen to survive? There's 5 of them up there. And it's taking a hell of a long time to kill them off, and Freddy survives it against 5 from Royal Club.
But look at the choice here. Candy Panda's shoving mid this whole time. SK just trying to delay this whole team of Royal Club here. If they can keep them up here long enough, they're gaining mid-secondary turret.
They're taking a hell of a lot of damage here. The whole of Royal Club trying to back off, and SK not letting them. They're going to keep on pushing along the top lane. The bomb gone to 0 forces him back, and this is buying all of the time for Candy Panda to try and put all of the damage on the inner. Doesn't have the minion wave to finish it off, but great play from SK, and Freddy pulling the entire team to him once again.
Yeah, he's got some sort of magnetic field here. All of Royal Club, again, dumping a lot of abilities into Freddy, only to chase him under the turret and have to turn around because SK collapsed. They gain a little bit more back into this game. That being said, Royal Club still very much in the lead here, and Uzi has hit a very strong curve. He's gotten out of the trough from Tristana.
He got him. Oh,
flash. He does get the flash, so that's still a win for Uzi.
Oh, Cola here. This could be real dangerous for them. Ultimate is actually on Gilius, so he's not actually going to die. Insec in the meantime going to be flashed onto by Candy Panda. They kill him. They're going to kill Cola as well. SK turning up the heat.
They spend everything bottom. That's going to be the kills plus tower going down. Uzi can answer up top though. Royal Club will be able to get that top side. Will SK actually decide to keep shoving here because it's 2 shoving lanes for Royal Club to only 1 for SK?
I think they should. They're going to keep going. They're going to take down that turret. Remember, the inner's on next to nothing. Uzi will take that turret down. He's going to keep on going in the top lane. Freddy's held out, but they're collapsing in from the jungle. Are they going to get close enough? There's only 2 members here. This is tricky. Teleport is available for Cola if he can go for it. There he is. Teleport into the side bush. SK Gaming to go for this one. 0 the focus. He goes down. Cola in the next drop, but they're going to get on towards him. Gilius goes down. Candy Panda drops, and just like that, it's a double kill for Korn. He wants more.
And Raider gonna flash out brilliantly there from that one. Meanwhile, Uzi has taken down that top inner tower as well. Freddy not able to get there to defend that one, so a lot going on all over the map here. Nice closure by Royal Club down on the bottom side, able to get them the 2 kills as well.
Yeah, costly decision by SK to keep shoving down in the bottom lane. Uzi takes down turrets so quickly with his static shift for shoving the wave, and then the infinity attack damage for taking down those 2 turrets. Gets both of them in time, and he still has enough life to take the hits from Jez's. That's also, by the way, he's got his max rating of rapid fire fully maxed out now, level 5, so helping him take down those turrets that much quicker.
Freddy, TP.
Going in, Freddy comes around the side, they've got to follow, Jez is coming in as well. Can they lock on towards him? Korn's the man they want, but it may well be Insects. They're going to take a secondary prize. He uses the kick, catches out Jez. He's pulling everyone towards him. Meanwhile, the mid lane, they're going to focus in there. Candy Panda on towards him, locking up as much as they can. Candy Panda focused in, 0 and Cola on towards him on the tower. They're going to dive on this one. Have they got him? They have, and they turn it around. 0 uses the Monsoon, saves Cola's hit points, and they get themselves another kill.
And that's a great trade for Royal Club because they gain control of mid lane, getting down that mid.
Oh, Gilius, you're dead.
Well, that's interesting maneuver.
Don't know what he was thinking.
Look at that. He doesn't know himself what he's thinking. Hands on head. We saw it in the bottom right, and they lose it. This one of Cola. Cola's going down. They kill off Jez's. Freddy here looking to be a hero. Who's he going to go for? Uzi there. Korn now joining in as well. They're going to try and kill off Freddy, but he's coming back. Uzi chasing Enrater to the top side. Here is Freddy back into it. Can he hold off on this one? He can.
Oh, they're all so low. They're all so low, and Candy Panda's back alive. Uzi's going to run away from this one. Freddy's going to continue chasing. Oh, he's got 3 members. He's tried to bait them in, but is it too much? I'm not too sure. Freddy does manage to get away, and just again, this game is wild.
This game is chaos, team, man. Constant skirmishes all over the map. Constant teleports trying to cut off different people on multiple sides. It's everybody not afraid to fight. At least we're enjoying the mid game here. Finally, some focus on the Dragon though. Vision for both teams, so we may see even more fights.
Oh, that was really
Quick
close.
attempt.
Well,
Real close. Real close.
second of 3 dragons going to SK. Freddy, just incredible performance from him overall.
I have to say, I'm very impressed with SK keeping up in such a chaotic game. This is kind of where Royal Club thrive, and SK are almost there toe-to-toe with them. They're answering back in many of the instances. A lot of times it is because so many of Royal Club's cooldowns are being dumped into Freddy. He's doing a good job soaking things up.
Gotta point out at this stage though, Gilius there, we saw him just completely, well, I'm not sure what he was thinking.
Maybe?
Yeah. And we saw that in the last game as well. Remember, in a turret with Jarvan as he dove into the team and ended up dying and they lose the turret. Those are the kind of mistakes that can end up costing you games. And a team like Royal Club aren't scared to really capitalize when there's a 5-on-4 in front of them.
All right, so it has calmed down a little bit here, but let's take a look at a couple of these items I do like from SK. Candy Panda's got both of his blades right now, so you do have to worry about that roaming Twitch if you're Royal Club and set up a little bit more ward coverage. Plus, they've got Jezzes with a really early Zhonya's Hourglass for that Syndra in the mid, before he goes with Deathcap or before he goes with a Void Staff, because there's been so many skirmishes across the map. If he's able to get off his active for the Zhonyas, then that can be the difference between life and death. Just buying a few more seconds for the rest of your team to collapse.
That ward's too
Also,
it's out of range of the pink ward there, so they didn't actually see that.
Also, it allows him to deal with the Yasuo combo here. If he can spam it in between knockups.
The problem is that Uzi is 6-0. He's flew past that mid-game lull.
Oh yeah.
He's got himself the Static Shift, Last Whisper and Infinity Edge. Nearly 100 CS advantage over Candy Panda. Gigantic
a full
differential between them, yeah. And this is the problem, because they're so far ahead, they can take this Baron down.
Gilius is nowhere to be found. There's no smite to answer this.
Yeah, and that's with Vision. SK's ward at the back was out of range of the Royal Club pink, so Royal Club didn't know that ward was there, but SK, Gilius had gone back, no smite available. It was actually on cooldown anyway, so he was obviously off doing something in the jungle before that one got started. Well, that's a big pickup here for Royal Club.
Yeah, that right there, that could be the nail in the coffin. This Tristana right now is getting out of control. Uzi's even picked up a defensive item. He's got the Negatron Cloak, which he may turn into Quicksilver Sash for a quick answer to a long-range stun from Jezzes. But yeah, he has the 3 main damage items already.
That's a massive question. Really, lack of judgment. I'm not too sure what was going on Gilius there. There was zero pressure on them. You know, they were just farming out, clearing out the waves, and for some reason he decided, I got to go back to buy this item right now, when Freddy clearly already pointed out that they're in the pit. They're trying to bait this one out. Something is going to go down now. Guys, we need to be on point. And he was in the base.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about the World Championships here, and a player who's drafted in at the last second.
Tricky.
Yeah, you don't want to take that fight,
no.
Defender. You know, brought in at the last second with no real experience. He's qualified for the LCS now, of course, but no experience that can prepare him for anything like what he's experiencing here at Worlds.
All right, so as everybody starts to group up and we see this siege from Royal Club.
Whoa!
Oh! Well, the Zilean ultimate's on him, but...
Can he leap away?
You were talking about extension earlier on. He can't do it. Uzi gets the reset, goes for Candy Panda. There is Freddy once again.
They can
on
do
the
it.
backside, trying to do this. Insect is He's tanking on the turret there. May go down. Jesus, though, is low. There is Freddy killing off one. Jesus will, in fact, fall. But Cola may go down as well as Freddy comes back in. There's the monsoon. The heal's coming out. And they kill off Freddy. They get him. And Cola did die there in the end. I think it was the tower hit that got him.
Tower hit finished him off, and that's the ace. That's the aggression that Star on Road Club have been looking for, and it was all, once again, the insect kick. It finally worked.
Yep, didn't even get time to set it up. There it was, the insect kick, and you get the Zilean ult on top of him, but yes, can't extract your member from deep inside of the Royal Club. Here he goes. This time, pulls off the flash to ensure the kick. Instant reaction from the entire team, and his legs are not strong enough to hop out of there. Uzi, though, he's going to jump right back in and follow up. Wow, that burst onto Candy Panda almost eliminated him from the fight. What it did do was leave Uzi vulnerable for Freddy here in the back line. This was the only thing that SK were getting out of this was Freddy. He picks up one here, then he almost gets Cola, and the turret will finish him off in the end. The whole team comes to try and save Cola, but he just takes that one step down into turret range.
So we're back in the game. Let's see how that has turned things around. Of course, that was a bound up Royal Club moving in. That is now timed out. And SK Gaming are looking to try and get something here. Freddy once again drawing all of the aggro. SK coming around the side. The stun on Cola. Not going to happen. Freddy locked up, taking a hell of a lot of fair damage this time around. He may even need the ultimate coming out of N-Rated. He's just getting burst down so quickly. No matter how tanky he is, you can't fight this team. They are so far ahead right now. They're jumping in again.
Freddy gonna go low from this one. What are they gonna do? There is the kickback from Insect. They do get it finished, but again, the ultimate out of N-Rated. He comes up with no more tails left. Can they get it? They do get it. Stun coming out from Jesus. It's Uzi that gets himself his 8th kill of the game. And they're gonna be knocking right on the base. Zero gonna heal them all up.
Yep, round 2.
Oh, he's dead. Jesus scored out. The Zonius isn't enough. No, he just about gets taken down. Insect. Gilius leaps in. Insect burning. Oh, no, he survives. Gilius wants it. He gets it. He takes down Insect, but at what cost? That is the question. Candy Panda and N-Rated, they've had to go back to Fountain. They're rushing back to this tower to try and save it. 3 members of Starhorn Royal Club pushing in. They will take down the turret, and SK will lose their first inhib of the game.
They're going to look to make a play here, though. Gilius is stuck around this backside. He's still waiting for them. He jumps over the top. What? He jumps too deep. He went too far back, and he ends up going down. Uzi picks up kill number 9. A bit of a comedy of errors there at the end.
A valiant effort, I guess. He was looking for the reset just to snag a quick kill and get out. But man, I'm glad we've got 2 play-by-plays for this one. Dragon gonna be picked up on the exit path here for Royal Club as they lick their wounds.
9-1-4 for Uzi, and honestly, it's all about getting those kills early on for him. He got rolling so early in this game. Let's not discredit the 17 assists for Zero. Where's the Soul Stealer where you need it, man?
Oh.
He's absolutely rocking it right now.
He got so much feedback to go for the Chalice. The kill. The game with all the kills he doesn't actually go for. All right, so they do burn everything here onto Freddy. They're not afraid of using the knockups, combos with the Yasuo ultimate to burn down the tank. Not only do they kill this Mundo a single time, but yes, he gets back up and goes down for round 2. SK doesn't deal a lot of damage while Freddy is soaking up everything from Royal Club. There's just not a lot of extra threat here being put out by the rest of the members. What a shot there. And the last seconds on Yes will not be enough.
Oh, Freddy caught out here in the mid lane, and he's got to go down again though. N-Rated gets him back up to half HP as the revive comes in, but he's not going to escape it. That's 2 kills coming down. N-Rated going, Insect going to go max range, follows the jump of Gilius, and that's another one. It's a double for Uzi to put him on to 11, and surely the game here now for Royal Club.
They can keep on pushing through. Candy Panda just recalled. Jesus is the only other man standing on side. There's the stun. That's on a gigantic cooldown now. Jesus locked up. The ultimate coming out of Candy Panda, but he's just forced back onto the mountain and taken down by Uzi. He is just that strong. He gets the reset, gets the tower, and gets the game for the Starhorn Royal Club.
He got the Mikhails active as well. First we bought it, gets the first one just in time before the victory screen. What a game for Royal Club, though. You knew it was going to be the Uzi show when he got those early kills down bottom lane, and he did not disappoint.